people are trusting us with their lives, essentially.
Seeing the company that I work for actually push that for anyone else who might be out there who wants to renovate their parents' property or even build a new house for them, it is the perfect opportunity to just call us and we'll be there and we'll do the perfect work for you.
This is another one out the park. It's just so good. We are in County 027.
My goodness, you're so good with these.
I looked them up before we started.
We are back, and I know you guys are probably wondering, where are we? This house doesn't look familiar.
I know, I was thinking the same thing too when we got here, but as soon as we hit the driveway, I was like, no. I remember this property because it was one of the ones that we started out with Fine Urban last year.
The biggest memory I have when we came back here, we came here last time, was having to climb up in a very unorthodox way.
Here goes everything. Doing good. I wasn't quite ready for that. What a rush, but here we are.
Here we are, look!
It is incredible! So before we start this tour, you know what we gotta ask you to do? We've gotta ask you to click subscribe and hit notifications so that you can keep yourself up to date with each and every single project that Fine Urban has got in the works.
And with those beautiful words said by Sheila, let's go and take a look at the house.
Wowzer! Here we are.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know, when we last came in here, you were restructuring over there.
Yes.
There were no tiles. It was just really dark in here.
Starting to get brighter.
I can see that fireplace is now working.
Yes.
Because there was something that you had to adjust and redo on that end.
Yes, we wanted, most of the time when you see us adjusting something, it means that either those sizes of the windows just weren't right, or there was just one window and the placement was off. So we're like, no, we need to give more light into this space. So we'll adjust what we need to make sure that we have enough windows of the right size to bring in enough light. The gypsum is down, another classy, simple design. You know it's going to age really, really well.
You mentioned design, and when I look to this wall over here, there's a pattern that I first saw on the outside.
Yes.
So is this a little...
It's the little pizzazz for this particular project.
Yeah.
Each project tends to have a thing that is very particular about the client that we're working with. We add something unique that's eye-catching for them that really makes their house feel like, okay, yeah, this is my house. Yeah. This is my design. This is bespoke to me.
Touch.
Yeah.
It gives me an almost coastal feel.
Yes.
There's something about it that takes me to Mombasa.
Yes. So it's a really recognizable design, but it does so much for this property.
I do like it. We are now in a different space, and this must be the dining area.
Yes.
Oh, I like the windows. From the dining area, we now flow into the kitchen.
Open plan, open plan.
Open.
You have to have the
all
open
stays
plan.
open, which is nice, which is simple.
Yes.
Again, it is a farmhouse. You don't want it to be too complicated.
Of course. And I can see the abrupt stopping of the application
It's like
filler to the wall.
we are now here.
You're like, skirt.
Yep. We have now entered a different region.
Yes.
Farewell dining space.
Yeah, oh, and I'm standing here, I'm actually noticing
Yeah.
the dining space, the gypsum design.
Yeah.
It's very complementary to the living room. Actually, I think it's the exact same design.
Similar, yeah.
But we've talked about this in another project. When we were talking about this step detail, it gives the illusion of a higher ceiling.
Yeah.
I want to ask the guys in the comments, because I've been doing this long enough. I've been telling y'all, why is the wall bare in this kitchen? Why have we left it bare? Why don't we have filler? Leave it in the comments. If you know why we have chosen to stop the filler where we stopped it, tell me in the comments, because I want to see who's paying attention.
I'll be checking those comments too, because maybe I need to learn as well. Sheila! I'm just helping a friend here.
You might be in the comments as well. Guys, watch out for Sheila's comments as well.
Now, I'm guessing
Yeah.
this right here is the sink.
Yes.
This is the kitchen sink area, which is just great. It opens out to that little field over there. Doing the dishes here is not really going to be hard, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it might be hard in the days where all the loved ones come in to be like, oh, we love this house, and now you have a lot of people and a lot of dishes. But I'm sure whatever sink we put in there will be ready to accommodate all those dishes and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a little pantry too. When I say little, it's really not that little,
Yeah.
but it's big enough.
You don't want to have two little spaces where you're stuffing everything, trying to stuff everything together. You want things to also be really neat and reachable.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
There's a door from the kitchen that leads out to an open space over here. But
Yes.
we're going to get to that open space when we take a tour around the house, okay?
Yeah, cool.
I can see, this is really nice. What looks like the first of the bedrooms in this house,
Yes.
and this is beautiful. For this region,
Yes.
this is a fairly cold region in Kenya.
yeah.
And the cold months are already, making their way in, they've settled down.
Yes.
And the temperatures really drop. So I'm just thinking, when you slip out of bed and you don't have your socks on, and then you just hit the floor.
There's no alarm that can wake you up more than that.
It's the floor that does. But I think this style is a bit gentler
Yes.
in the shock situation.
Exactly.
Looking up, I see a different kind of gypsum design.
I like this.
And this also sits. It doesn't scream too different from what we've already seen.
Yes, the same design elements
Still very complimentary.
in a different shape.
Yeah. It does have its own bathroom, which is great for the visitor who's here.
Yes.
Beautiful big windows
Nice
that
big
allow
tiles.
a lot of lighting.
So we've moved back into a transitional area.
Yeah.
We love adding a little something extra. We've kept everything else really simple. The tile is the same, yes.
Yes, it still remains the same.
Yeah, but when you look up, when you look up,
Ta-da!
you can see now we've really gone bold, but still sticking to the similar shapes.
Exactly, because it looks like it was a lot of work to do that.
Yes.
And I like the precision, the detailing is very good.
Yes.
Okay, so can we go up the stairs?
Let's go up the stairs.
Tafadhali. I see a little bit of light in there. What do you think is going to happen back here?
Oh, this looks like it would be a perfect place for storage.
Yeah,
If I
lovely
know,
storage space, yeah.
yeah, if I know Fine Urban, we're gonna find a way
Yeah.
to create storage. Yes.
Okay. So up the stairs we go.
Up the stairs, up we go.
Oh, I like walking up the stairs this time round. The last time.
Oh, it was daunting.
Can we take a little break over here and just appreciate this?
Yes.
Super awesome.
Oh my gosh.
This works.
This is so stunning.
This works. And then you look out to the homestead. I think that was the kitchen.
Yeah, it might have been the kitchen. It
Yeah.
really is. It's making me remember
Yeah.
what kitchens look like back home. I guarantee there's a lot of smoke in there. A lot of smoke going on.
I like it. I like it.
Yes.
But that window definitely gives us a lot of light coming up the stairs here.
Yes.
And I do like the railing here. It's secure. I'm looking up. I'm looking
Yes.
up.
It mirrors what we saw downstairs.
Yes, it does. Ta-da!
Oh, nice pick.
Wow, I think I like this.
Oh, that and look up. I don't know, that's X-Men.
It's so cute and playful.
Yes.
And the color of the tiles is slightly different because when you came up the stairs, at the top of the stairs, the tile work there reflects the tile work
Downstairs, yes. I like the uniformity in this house.
Yeah.
There's been a very intentional choice to keep things as simple and as uniform as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Love it. Now this room has a balcony space. Before we check out the bathroom area.
Oh, you want to go to the
Oh,
bathroom? You are
the sun is setting. The
adventurous.
sun is setting. I want to see the view.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right. You get to see the lush fields of tea.
Oh my goodness. This is just priceless.
Guys, this is Kenya. Like, this is actually Kenya. Like, you can stand at your farmhouse and get to see such a beautiful view. I have to say, before I started traveling with Fine Urban, these are the kind of images you just kind of see on TV.
Yes.
And you're like, oh yeah, it feels like such a faraway land. But driving
it's
through these
home.
places,
This is it. This is our Kenya.
we can stand here and see people working the fields and see the bountiful fields and fields of tea. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate anything that has been grown in Kenya and processed in Kenya.
Yeah.
I'm all about supporting Kenyans. You know, when it comes to a lot of these cash crops that we export, we end up consuming a lot of the finished products.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my very best to move away from anything that hasn't been processed in Kenya.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been processed here, but it was grown here and taken out there, then comes back in a tin or a sachet,
Yes.
I'm not picking it up.
Yeah, we can get the things that every process has been done in your country.
Yeah.
And I have to sing the praises of Kenyan tea. You know how many times I've been like, oh, I need to travel somewhere, and everyone's like, can you bring me Kenyan tea? Bring me Kenyan tea. I'm like, you know, we take these things for granted.
I'll never forget being in a Starbucks in Germany. And
Yes.
I'm looking at a packet somewhere that says Kenyan coffee, and I just giggled to myself and I thought, whoa.
And here
But
we are.
I want to support Kenya in the best ways possible. So
Yeah.
that whatever money that you have and you spend to it, you know that some of that money for sure is going to go to women like those and many more.
Yeah, because standing here, we can see we have corn here. I'm seeing fields of bananas. I'm seeing tea. Sheila, I feel like this was the best idea you've had for us to just come out here and actually look at this balcony.
Just enjoy it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It truly is. As we come back to this bedroom, we have a look at the bathroom area.
Yes, and the theme continues.
It really does.
The tones continue, the dimensions continue.
But this looks like a bit of a closet.
Yes.
There's no plugins, there's no plumbing, anything here. It's just electrical. And then here is a proper bathroom.
Oh yeah, with all the
Fixtures
obvious.
just pending.
Yes.
Fixtures pending.
Yeah, so that will come in next. So I do think this room does have the luxury of actually having a walk-in section and then on forward into the bathroom.
When you're an X-Man, you have to have your own walk-in
You
closet.
have
How else are you
to.
going to change into your superhero outfit?
Yeah, you can't just do that in the regular space of the room.
No, you can't. So shall we go over there so
Yes.
that we finish with this section?
So that was room number 2,
That was room number 2.
and this is room number 3.
This is room number 3. Remember, the first one was downstairs.
Yeah, the guest room.
Yeah.
All these rooms get to have the really big windows that frame a very particular part of the view outside.
Yeah. Now this one doesn't have the luxury of a walk-in closet, but it also has a spacious bathroom too.
So this house is feeling really dark at the moment, but we've walked through the other bathrooms in this exact weather. The ones that have the tile definitely felt brighter.
Yeah.
So I think that really exemplifies when you select the right materials and tiles for a space that otherwise could really suffer from feeling dark. You get to really feel the impact of what those tiles are doing for the other bathrooms.
Consultation, communication, all those and more with Fine Urban. It is a beautiful partnership to have. So we finished with this wing.
Yes.
We move over to the left side of the house, and there are 2 rooms here. So shall we start with this one?
Yes.
This is room number 4.
Yeah. Ooh.
And room number 4 is quite, whoa!
That is exciting. Okay, it's not finished, but I see it. I can see clouds.
Could this be like a kiddie room then?
It could be. It could be, but look, ain't no shame in my game. This will be my room.
If you want clouds in your room, I tell you, Fine Urban will bring your dreams to life.
Ain't no shame in my 28 year. In my 28-year-old body, I would want clouds in my room.
Well, I'm now rethinking the unicorn that I always refer to as, you know, stop dreaming about unicorns and then you can have clouds in your house.
Yeah, but it's absolutely stunning. It's such an eye catcher. We walked in and we're like,
Whoa.
let's just take a moment to look at that gypsum design.
Whoa,
it's wonderful.
But it's great.
Yes.
I love it. There's windows here.
Yes.
Then there's another one here. Then there's another one there.
Yes.
Super.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, so there's not going to be any corner of this room that's going to feel dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
Whatever you choose to use this space for, it could be a room, it could be an office space, whatever you decide this room is going to do, it works. It's a versatile space.
Exactly.
In the house.
Yeah, it is versatile.
Now this must be the master bedroom.
You always know. You always feel it.
Look at that.
I know.
Look at that.
Yeah, that screams farmhouse. This
Yes,
feels
it
like beams.
They do feel like beams.
Yes, like the wooden beams that you would see in like a super.
Wooden, but then painted over.
Yes.
That's what I got that feeling when I walked in.
We have an opening to the balcony.
Oh my God, you have got to come out to the balcony because the views. Oh, whoa.
This is a wonderful time of day to stand out here. Look at the clouds.
Cynthia.
Ah.
Wow. Just. This is another one. Off the park. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's
So good.
yeah. And that's why the inclusion of balconies is very important in designs like this. I'm just thinking about how this will really allow the client to inject more of their personality into the house without worrying that, oh no, if I put this thing into the house, it's going to fight with the tile.
No.
You want to keep this stage and the selection of the stage, whether it's your wall paints or your tile selection, keep in mind that your house is not a show house.
No,
people are going to live
this is
here.
A home.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
So you want to make sure that everything is very complementary. These colors can be complementary with so many different things. So the client will not feel like, oh, no, they put this color of tile, so I can't put this other color. No. Everything is really nice and accommodating to anything the client might want to bring in.
Everything together.
Yes.
I see the pillar detail.
Yes. Mirroring the ones downstairs.
Yes. So come in, let's take a look at the bathroom.
So in we go into the walk-in closet.
Okay. Now, it's still very dark,
Very dark.
but there is a beautiful space for a walk-in closet. Definitely bigger than that first room that we saw with the walk-in closet as well.
Yes.
And the space then opens out to a bathroom area. From the upstairs living area, which is just precious, very family oriented.
Yes.
Let's take a walk around the compound. I can't wait to see the outside because there's just so much space on the inside.
Yeah, and there's even more space on the outside, so that means we have erected some new structures on this compound.
So whatever I saw and left behind,
Yes.
there's even more.
There's even more to see.
Okay, let's start with this section where we climbed up that makeshift ladder.
Ah, those memories.
I'll
They
never
haunt me
forget
every
that.
day.
I'll never, ever forget that.
Yes.
But wow, look at that.
What a transformation.
I know, and I do like the idea of that the window paneling all the way to the bottom,
Yeah.
lighting up the staircase, and just giving character to the house.
Yeah, the windows are a really nice way of modernizing a house. You know how a house looks from the outside really matters in terms of what theme are you going for.
Yeah.
So the window placements and the choice to have this almost seamless design from
Top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom is a very clever way of injecting that modernity into a house.
Now
Here we
this
are.
was not there.
100% was not there. This is all by Fine Urban Construction and Interiors.
Hurrah!
So we are looking at the DSQ. If you have a compound like this where you have multiple people who are helping to keep things running, your DSQ also needs to consider their privacy and comfort within it.
Now, I remember from this construction when we were last here that there was also an entire homestead
Yes.
that was still running, and Fine Urban had to take that into consideration whilst constructing all the structures that you see now. And to do that while still making sure that the household is not being disrupted in any way whatsoever.
Yes.
That is not an easy thing to achieve.
No, not at all. Because if you're working with the wrong people, they're like, do you want us to do the job or do you want us to think about your piece? With Fine Urban, you don't have to compromise. We're here for you. We are happy to hold your hand because we understand how much care you need to take with a process like this. People are trusting us with their lives, essentially. They're trusting us with their lives in terms of, are they really going to enjoy this living experience? Are they going to feel happy after? What kind of thoughts are they going to be having as they're living in the house?
That's true. So let's take a walk and look inside, if that's going to be okay.
Yes.
I'm quite curious because it looks huge from the outside. So I can't wait to see how the space has been used on the inside.
Nice. So this is going to be used as a laundry room, and that's why you can see we've already made out the electrics so that if there's anything in here that will need power, I'm imagining laundry rooms, you'll not only have your washing machines and your dryers, you might also use this as a space where you iron your clothes.
You can iron as well. And
Yeah.
everything just gets done in one location.
Exactly. So this would function as the laundry room.
Yeah.
And then over to this side, we have what will function as the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
This is really big.
It is. It's quite spacious. And that's why from the outside, you're also like, oh, it looks like a really big space. And this is exactly why, because we wanted to include several amenities within this space.
This works. This truly does work.
Yeah.
That explains why it's so huge. When you're outside,
Yes.
you can see it. Now, I'm assuming there's going to be a doorway here.
Yes.
And we make our way into
A big room.
very comfortable and
Yeah,
very
this is
decent sized room.
Yes.
What's this one supposed to be?
So this is the main bedroom area. Looks like we might have the headboard over on this side. We have a nice big window, which was a necessity, considering the other side is actually the house. So we needed to have a really big opening so we can have as much light as possible coming into this room.
That's good. I like it. And even though they're pretty close together, I like that there's privacy on this side because of the reflecting material on the outside.
Yes.
So it keeps whoever is in here safe from prying eyes.
Yes.
You haven't woken up yet.
You have to respect the privacy of everybody.
That is true.
Yes.
Which is lovely. And from here, we find the bathroom.
Yeah, so speaking of privacy and comfort, this is ideal. You want whoever is going to be using this space to have their own bathroom. They don't have to leave and go to the main house or go outside. They have their own bathroom within their room.
I like it. This may be a house way, way, way in the homestead.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that, you cannot bring the best of the modern world back home.
Exactly.
I do like this space here. It is beautiful, it is respectful,
Yes.
and it's calm.
Very much so.
And we shall shut it.
We're giving this house so much character, and that's why even when we walked in, we were like, it feels so different.
Yeah.
Because immediately, visually, you can see that. And then it's also helped by that separation. You see how we've used molding to create like a line that's almost cutting the building in half.
exactly.
Yeah, and then the top half, as you said, is smooth, not smooth, like, smooth, rough,
but
cement
it's
smooth.
exactly. It's cement smooth. It's not like
Yes.
the stone detail you see here.
Yeah, so
Right.
that area is safer from the elements.
Yeah.
So we're able to really play around, and that's why you can see we have a very intricate pattern right up there. So that area allows us to have a brighter color, but this division is also a very great design just to give the house more character.
Excellent. On this end, because I know there's a door which, would bring us out here to yet another lounge space.
Yes.
On this end of the house, because exactly to my left, if you would just walk straight across, straight line, you'll make it to the entrance of the house, I promise. But what's this space going to be?
Anytime you have an opportunity, just aside, your front door or your back door, It's a really nice place to just have a couple of seats. Like I'll give an example of my dad.
Okay.
In his house, he does have a space at the front of the house. And he tends to have a couple of seats there, and then my uncles will come over. They'll have their beer, they'll chat into the night as they're just enjoying the view. So that's what you do when you're building houses in environments like this. People like to be outside. So having a space like this is just have a couple of chairs, a table, and it'll be a really great gathering place.
I do like it. I really do. It's quiet, it's serene, and it looks out to, I can see the garden over
Yes.
there. And then you can see a lot of water storage on that end.
Yeah.
But it is a very serene location.
You know, what I've noticed as we've been going from town to town, city to city, is just how bountiful Kenya truly is.
It is.
Whether it's tea, it's bananas, it's maize, or just natural trees just growing all over the place. It's absolutely green and fabulous. I genuinely think like people need to take trips like this more. Just drive, and then maybe they can understand truly when we're talking about views, and all we need to include the views and all these properties that we're doing. It's because when you're in these spaces, you really get to appreciate.
Your mind opens up. And the second thing I also think of, as you speak about going out there and seeing what Kenya is really made of, it also evokes inside you the spirit of environmentalism.
Exactly.
Of saying, you know, we have such precious natural resources
Yes.
that people from other countries may never get to enjoy or get to see
Yeah.
or even appreciate. So in our spaces, as we design amazing buildings like the ones that you do,
Yes.
I am always so proud of the fact that Fine Urban takes the environment very seriously.
Yeah.
Very seriously. By the time you're coming into a place and a location, you've already thought ahead in terms of which trees are we going to keep, which
Yes.
ones are we going to plant. So sometimes
Exactly.
it's not that we cut all these trees. No, we're also coming into landscape and plant some new ones.
Yeah, and I've also seen instances where we're like, okay, this tree has to move, but that doesn't mean we're destroying it. If there's any way we can dig it out and replant it somewhere else, we take those steps to do things like
Or
that.
you plant, or you design around it.
You design
yeah,
around it.
you design around it.
Yes.
It looks like some work went in here.
Yeah.
And this could be what I think it is, a storage area.
You see a slab like this, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to imagine that we have a massive water tank down there. But as you know, with a lot of the projects that we're doing, we do things in several phases. So for this one, we wanted to first take care of the main house and then build out the second structure. And then the next phase, there's several slabs that we're seeing through the property. We're going to come in and actually complete that. And as that journey goes on, we get to continue telling this story.
Of this particular house.
Yes.
Hence why you need to keep following this channel for updates. You'd better click on notifications because there's always an update coming through from a project that you've watched before and has intrigued you, and you want to follow the progress of that construction.
Yes.
Yeah, so go on, do it if you haven't done it already. Okay.
I like that we still have those puffs of color. I think that was the one thing that was like, okay, I can identify it's that house because I distinctly remember.
The markers, when you're on the road, you know exactly where you are.
Yeah, those colors are so this house.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
This is where the journey starts for you when you're working with professionals.
Yes.
To save up on your time, on your energy, on your resources.
We don't do this to be like, oh, shame on you if you've started a project and it's going haywire. We're here to tell you there's companies like Fine Urban who are willing to be like, you know what, we can recognize you made a mistake, but you've made a really good decision to stop that project and look for someone who can take it over. And that's why we're always preaching this. We always emphasize this on almost all our videos because we understand how painful it can be to really pour your life savings into building your dream home only for someone to take advantage and ruin that dream for you. So we're here to hold your hand. But if you haven't started, guys, just call the number. Call the number and we're here for you as well.
All right. Now it's really coming
It's
down,
really-
but we're so grateful that you caught up with us for this episode. So click
Yes.
subscribe, hit notifications, find us and follow us on all the socials that are posted right there on the screen. And be sure to catch up with the latest and the next update that comes through from this project and many more.
Shall we go? Yes! It's raining!